stay the course. Chariot in reverse. Something's pushed you to make a move with the High Priestess at the bottom, and you're being forced to use your intuition in an uncomfortable way. That's okay. Your doubts are going to flare up. There's going to be a whirlwind of uncertainty and discomfort around that. And persist in your beliefs. Ooh, the Lover's in reverse too? Okay. Okay, and what else? And the King of Swords in reverse? Okay. Hold up. You might rush into a state of performativity. I'm always making up words on these readings. Performativeness. You might rush into a state of, like, I gotta do it perfect. Or the fucking ground is going to drop out from underneath me. The other shoe is finally dropping. See, I told you with the Lovers in reverse, it's telling me that you're really trying to kind of gaslight yourself here. And like I said, just keeps coming through. Stay the course. Plant your feet, firmly in persist. Just persist in what you are building. Keep going. I'm feeling like, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This could have to do with money. And right now I'm seeing that these three cards that I pulled, hold on, let me show you. They all have really strong masculine features and very stoic expressions. I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing, but they're not smiling. It's intimidating. And that's kind of why it's fun. So, Ten of Pentacles in reverse tells me it's about money. There's been a big money thing that happened. A money scare. Temperance in reverse. And again, the stoic masculine expression. Eyes closed. You feel like you're not going to be able to balance all this shit. It's okay. You will. That's your brain is lying to you, telling you you're not going to be able to do it, but you always find a way. As you always have. Even though it may have been rough and there may have been a big period of dissociation and what they say, like self-betrayal, it doesn't mean that things haven't worked out for you. If you're here now, then they have. So you don't have to fight yourself on this with Seven of Wands. You don't have to, or rather, let your beliefs duke it out and just see which one wins, because it's going to be the stronger one, which is the one that persists. And that is tied to your deepest desires and your fullest expression. Could be having some nightmares. Fullest expression of your human beingness. We're limitless beings having a limited experience. So there's been a pragmatic limit. There's been a something unexpected. And yet I still sense, there's Nine of Pentacles, my favorite card. I sense that you still, you can still hear that other part of yourself. There's the part that worries and tries to protect you by self-sabotage or by lying to you and saying that you're not worth it or whatever. And then there's the part of you that is ever present and knows that it isn't true. It knows the opposite is true. And you're going to come home to that eventually. So you can feel more of that in your body now versus it being like all these two, you're new at becoming a master of your thoughts and a master of your, I don't want to say of your emotions. What am I trying to say? Of navigation. You're becoming a master of navigation through your emotional states, right? People say you can't control your emotions, but you control your behavior. So here you go. This is the practice that you've needed. And the star to close it up. This shows me that you really know you got it like that. Like you there is fear, but there's also not fear. There's also just kind of a peaceful undercurrent that says like, wow, you know, I see that the 3D is reflecting what I have put out with my head. And now I can gently let that pass through and wait for the action to arise. The action is going to happen. You're going to have to take an action step pretty soon. And you can smell it. But you don't need to rush into anything, and you don't need to make a decision from this state. Got it? Hang tight. What is it? Strong seas, smooth seas do not make strong sailors. Something like that. 10 of Cups, bonus card. This is where you're going to end up. Okay? You're getting there. This is like I speak to people where it's like the end of the chapter in their life, and they're getting through that shadowy, murky part of it. There's a lot of content out here in like the tarot, spiritual, manifestation, whatever, law of assumption, the laws of the whatever crowd that says, that kind of bypasses this part. You know, that bypasses this part of the trauma that happens to you. And because there is a truth that exists, that there is nothing wrong. But it doesn't feel that way. Sometimes it's real enough to matter. And that's why I started speaking out on this platform, because it was the only way that I could build that bridge myself between the two identities, or merging. It was the only way to merge and make coherence out of the mess that I first was subjected to and was victim to, and then I started to make more of. Right? I hope this reaches, or I know it's going to reach whoever it's going to need to reach. And that's it. All right. I love you. Be strong. You got this.